live from the parking lot of the Sacramento Natural Food Co-op. It's Lon reads more from his Noticon speech from 1997. I'm finishing it up. It was how to survive in a non-Thelemic world. And I started it yesterday, and I'll get to finish it today. So, and I'm wearing one of my chicken hats that my son Jean-Paul sent me in honor of Rabbi Lamed Ben Clifford. Constance is in the store. The Sacramento rail traffic is going by here. It's very urban. Anyway, here we go. We're talking. Hi, Mary. I see Mary McKim has just. Yes, I see. Okay, I guess I'm really broadcasting. So, I guess I'll go before Constance comes out, and I have to go to Sprout. Okay. No two Thelemic ambassadors can operate in exactly the same manner. Each of us has unique work and recreation environments. For many years, I've worked a 9-to-5 office job. But I think that many of the things I'm about to suggest could apply to just about any of us. And if you recall from yesterday, I'm kind of saying how you crawl out of the Thelemic magical closet at work and things like that. And at the time, I was still working a 9-to-5 office job. Okay. First of all, broaden your sphere of influence. Cultivate non-Thelemic, non-magical friends. If you're afraid that their non-Thelemicness will rub off on you, then you are presently not cut out for ambassadorship. Do non-Thelemic, non-magical things with them. Carpool to work. Go to lunch with the gang. Go to movies or concerts or sports events. You'll be surprised to find out how many things you have in common with troglodytes. Be active in non-Thelemic clubs and associations. The most obvious are things like the SCA, or the Society for Creative Anachronism, or various tarot or pagan societies. But don't be afraid to really branch out. If you love to read, attend the discussion groups organized by libraries and bookstores like Barnes & Noble. If you love herbs, join the Royal Society of Herbalists or any of the gatherings sponsored by your local health food store. If you're a vegetarian, find or organize a vegetarian club. If you love movies, join a critics club. If you love music, take lessons or join a band. If you love to dance, take dance lessons. Do you see where I'm going with this? There are many worlds out there that have nothing directly to do with Thelema or magic or Crowley that you can be an active, productive citizen of. Enjoy yourself. But be warned. Because you're a Thelemite, you are likely to end up ruling some of those worlds. Quote, they shall rule the many and the known, unquote. Once you've broadened your sphere of influence, what do you do next? Quote, lurk, withdraw upon them. Success is thy proof, unquote. I know you might believe that the Book of the Law instructs us to pass out copies of Liber Al to everyone we're having dinner or drinks with. But you might want to pause and consider whether or not anyone is going to seriously examine your philosophy and beliefs if they think you're a nut. So, I suggest, except on rare occasions, that you don't wear your thelema on your sleeve. Remember how you hate it when Christians rub your nose in the fact that they're Christians. Now, what I'm about to say will probably sound unbelievably egotistical and manipulative. It is. But it's the best way I know to bring assholes and other non-Thelemites to a place where they happily accept, and if it be their wills, embrace your blasphemous and bizarre philosophy without batting an eyelash. I have what I call my 7 barefaced manipulations, which seem to come naturally to my Cancerian Queen of Cups personality. Here they are. Barefaced manipulation number 1. Let people get to know you. It sounds simple, but for many of us, it's very hard to reveal ourselves to others. It should get easier as you grow older. Barefaced manipulation number 2. Try to be pleasant, even around people you think are complete idiots. It's not only a good ploy, it makes you feel good. Barefaced manipulation number 3. Don't be afraid of small talk. For most people, it's the only kind of talk they know. You have plenty in common with everybody. You might even learn something. Talk about kids, the weather, TV shows, movies. Stay clear of religion and politics. Don't tip your hand too early. Barefaced manipulation number 4. Listen to people. Find out about them. Ask them questions about themselves. Everyone loves to talk about themselves. Let them ramble on. The more they talk about themselves, the more they think they understand you. I don't know why that is. It just works out that way. Barefaced manipulation number 5. Lull them into thinking you agree with them on just about everything. It's tricky, but you can do this without being too dishonest. You mainly have to know when to keep your mouth shut or change the subject. When people believe you agree with them about everything, they'll think you're a genius. They'll soon drop their defenses and take your unwavering wisdom for granted. After all, you think just like they do. Barefaced manipulation number 6. If the subject of religion comes up, let them do all the talking first. When you do start responding, do so, if possible, as if you were speaking from a context, from within the context of their belief system. It is ideal if you can make them think that perhaps you come from the same religious background they do. For example, if they're a Christian and you were raised Protestant or Catholic, you can share little anecdotes of your experiences. Barefaced manipulation number 7. After you've laid the groundwork, maybe for months, after people are comfortable with you, after they expect to be tickled by almost anything you say, after you've lurked, after withdrawn, lurk, withdrawn, then upon them. Stepping out of the closet is the most fun thing in the world, but you have to look for the perfect moment, and you most likely will not want to come completely out at first. Here's an example of something I've done at the office when I know the time is right. I've doodled a few things in Hebrew and left them lying around. The question will inevitably arise, Lon, are you Jewish? No, I reply, I'm Gnostic Catholic. I know a little Hebrew from my study of Hebrew mysticism. Then I change the subject and let them chew on that. Now, if you've laid your groundwork well, you've got them. Nobody is likely to know what a Gnostic Catholic is, but it sure sounds like a real heavy church, and unless you're working around some pretty Orthodox Jews, nobody is likely to know much Hebrew either. And for the study of Hebrew mysticism, well, you can bet that you're the only kid on the block with that toy in their box. All of a sudden, you will have transformed yourself in the eyes of your colleagues from a pleasant co-worker to someone who takes religion quite seriously, someone who studies, someone whose grasp of spiritual reality perhaps dwarfs their own, someone who maybe, just maybe, may help them find what they've been afraid to look for. Then withdraw. Don't rub it in. Don't come completely out of the closet. Withdraw to be the pleasant comrade and employee. Field any questions they may have honestly, but make no moves to offer more information than necessary. It is best if they subtly feel at first that it might be impossible for them to ever penetrate your spiritual world. Refuse good-naturedly to be drawn into any kind of doctrinal debate. If they insist, tell them that your religion doesn't proselytize or attempt to gain new members. That gets them every time. It's good to remember that there are very many people who could happily embrace the law of Thelema without ever becoming interested in magic or Kabbalah or the secret of the ninth degree. All that is preventing them from declaring to the world that there is no law beyond do what thou wilt is the fact that they've been so busy mastering their wills that they haven't had time to notice there is no law beyond do what thou wilt. They are just going through life doing their wills and waiting for some observant person like you or me to have the courage to approach them and say, you know something, Oprah, or Ted, or Bill, or Elon? There's a name for what you are. You're a Thelemite. Do you know what that is? And that's how I ended my speech to the 1997 Ordo Templi Orientis U.S. National Convention. Anyway, that's another one of my through the steering wheel. See, you've been looking at me through my steering wheel there, see? Through the steering wheel. I think that's what I'll call these talks. Anyway, continue to have a very good week, and I'll be with you tomorrow with some kind of other little treat. Anyway, our good friend Carolyn Tilley is coming to visit us tomorrow, and we might even go to Land Park and have a picnic. So anyway, I hope you're enjoying the fall weather and that you'll be with me tomorrow. Continue to be good to yourself and be good to each other. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law, love under will.